Welcome to BMC Software's guide to installing the BMC AMI storage for z/OS product families using the BMC Common Installation System for z/OS. This instructional video is intended for users who are newly installing the FDR, FATSCopy, or IAM product families, or users upgrading from older versions such as FDR 5490, IAM 1002, or FATSCopy 4933 and releases prior. This is part 2 of a 5-part instructional video series. Part 1 offers a brief overview of what's new for the FDR, FATSCopy, and IAM product families, along with a summary of changes to the installation process for those products. Parts 2, 3, 4, and 5 each offer step-by-step walkthroughs for each stage of using the BMC Common Installation System for z/OS. Before proceeding with our installation or upgrade, we'll start with obtaining the installation system. Begin by opening an internet browser and navigating to docs.bmc.com. On the docs.bmc.com homepage, scroll down until you see the mainframe header. Near it, you'll see the link for See More. Click on that. On the page that comes up, over to the right, you'll see a link for BMC Mainframe Installation System. We'll click on that next. This will bring us to the documentation page for the installation system. Over to the left, we'll find the word Installing and an arrow. Click on the arrow to open up the tree. Underneath Installing, you'll see Obtaining the Installation System and another arrow. Click on that arrow to open the tree further. We'll find Sample JCL further down and click on one more arrow, and under that, we'll click on the link Download Image directly to your mainframe when using FTP. There are other methods to download the software image to your mainframe or otherwise, but for the purposes of this video, we're going to use the most commonly used method. On the page that comes up, you'll find Sample JCL, which you'll need to copy into a JCL member on your mainframe terminal. Once you've copied your Sample JCL into your JCL member, we'll need to make a few changes, starting with the job card. Please note that the values seen here are intended only as examples. PF8 down to the input DD to specify these values as necessary. The values specified here are only intended as examples. Once your values have been specified, submit the job. Once the job completes, check the sysout for the following message to ensure that the job has completed successfully. If the job has completed successfully, you should now have the .bin system image file as well as the decompression JCL. We'll need to edit that JCL. As before, we can start with the job card. And as before, the specified values are only intended as examples. Next, you'll scroll down to find a second job card and adjust those values as well. When finished, add a temporary high-level qualifier, and when done with that, you'll need to update these storage parameters as necessary for your mainframe system. And we see here one example of how that might look. Next, PF8 until you find where you can specify the installation system's high-level qualifier. Below that, you'll see a place where you can specify the installation system's image dataset name, which is the .bin file that we just downloaded. Once you've specified your values, you can submit the job. Once the job completes, check the sysout for the following messages to ensure the job completed successfully. Please note that the number of members loaded as listed in the last 3 messages on this page may change from one release of the installation system to another. The important thing is that all of the members are loaded. If you have any questions about obtaining and decompressing the installation system, or if it is not possible for your organization to obtain the system image file using the FTP job covered in this video, Please consult the Frequently Asked Questions document published with this video series or check docs.bmc.com. If you run into any errors or other problems that require advanced troubleshooting, please open a case with BMC support. This concludes Part 2 of BMC Software's Guide to installing the BMC AMI storage for z/OS product families using the BMC Common Installation System for z/OS. Thank you for watching.